بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة.
And he teaches it and he calls to it. He's in reality calling the people to the Quran. Naam. He's calling them to the Quran, to understand the Quran, to act upon the objectives and the goals of the Quran. Also the Sunnah, which is clear. That's clear. It's nasiha. When the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam, he says, "Inna kadhiban alayya laysa ka kadhiban ala ahadin." He says, verily, making a lie against me is not like lying against anyone else. Man kadhaba alayya. He says, whoever lies against me, فَلْيَتَبَوَّأْ مَقْعَدَهُ مِنَ النَّارِ. Let him take his seat in the fire of hell. وَلِيَذُ بِاللَّهِ. And there are several narrations of this hadith. From them is the hadith of Ali radiallahu anhu, the hadith of Al-Mughira ibn Shu'bah, the hadith of Anas ibn Malik, the hadith of Abu Hurairah, and countless others who narrated. Ibn al-Jawzi rahimahullah ta'ala, the great scholar of hadith, the Imam of Baghdad, who died in the late 6th century, he quoted over 80 companions who narrated this hadith from the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam, and they all stated with similar wordings. Some of these wordings say, whoever lies upon me without any restriction, it being intentional. Man kadhaba alayya, whoever lies on me. Man qala alayya ma lam aqul. Man yaqul alayya ma lam aqul. La takdhibu alayya fa innahu man kadhaba alayya falyalij an-nar. The Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, do not lie against me. For indeed the one who lies against me, let him take or let him go into the fire. And there are some narrations that state muta'ammidan, intentionally. Whoever lies against me intentionally, then let him take his seat in the fire. And the Salaf, the Sahaba, they understood that the one who narrates a hadith without being sure of its authenticity, and he hasn't verified it being authentic and proven and sound, he falls under the threat of this hadith, waliyadu billah. And Imam Ibn Hibban, rahimahullah ta'ala, the great scholar of hadith, who died in the year 354 of the Hijrah, he explained this in the Muqaddimah, the introduction of his book Al-Majruhin, his book that he wrote pertaining to the narrators, the liars, and the extremely weak narrators. And he mentioned that the one who narrates a hadith, and he's not sure of its authenticity, even though he has a good intention, he doesn't want to lie, he doesn't intend to lie, he falls under this threat. Why is this? Because the Muslim, for without any doubt, he knows that everything from the Sunnah is not authentic. He knows for sure that there are hadith which are fabricated, which are spurious. He knows for sure there are people who have poor memory and made mistakes. He knows that every hadith which is quoted is not authentic. So if he quotes the hadith and he says that the Rasul says it without verifying it, then in reality, it could be something which is a lie against him, and it could be something which is authentic. So in reality, he's included, he falls under that threat, waliyadu billah. And the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam, he said in the authentic hadith collected by Imam Muslim, and the Muqaddimah by Muslim, the narration of Jabir ibn Samara radiallahu anhu, I believe, in which the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam said, Man rawa anni hadithan, yura annahu kadhibun, فهو أحد الكاذبين وفي رواية أحد الكاذبين وفي رواية أحد الكذابين أو الكذابين. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ said in this authentic hadith, whoever narrates from me a hadith and he thinks that it's a lie, he thinks that it's incorrect. Pay attention to what the Rasul ﷺ said. He didn't say he's sure that it's a lie. He's absolutely positive that something. He thinks. Mumkin. It's possible. Then this man is one of the two great liars. Waliyadu billah. And there are countless other hadith in which the Messenger of Allah ﷺ stated this. Ittaqul haditha anni illa ma alimtum. He says, beware of narrating hadith from me except for that which you are sure of. So the point that we're trying to make is that the one who studies the science of hadith and teaches it and calls to without a doubt, he's giving nasihat to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's being true and honest with the sunnah of the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam. And this is very clear to the leaders of the Muslims, giving advice to the leaders of the Muslims. And you know, it's from the manhaj of al-Islam and Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, is that we give advice to the rulers. The Muslim rulers, we give advice to them. We give nasiha to them. If they make a mistake, if they do something which is wrong, which is incorrect, it is not from the methodology of Ahlul Sunnah to go out and speak about them and publicize their mistakes and call the people to hate them. Rather, we give them nasiha. We give them advice. And what advice will you tell them except for what the Rasul did? What he did with the wealth, what he did with the people, what he did with the people's rights, what he did with the country, what he did with the dispute, and so on and so forth. So this proves that this is from the nasiha to the leaders of the Muslims. If you see a person make a mistake, you give him advice with the sunnah, with the hadith of the Rasul. And similarly, the general Muslims. We teach the general Muslims, give them nasiha, tell them about learning the basics of their deen, learning about al-aqidah, tawheed, learning about the adab of the Rasul, being honest, being truthful, being kind and pious, being good to your neighbors, being merciful to your wife and your children, to your neighbors, and so on and so forth. This is all found in the sunnah and spreading the sunnah. The next point that the Shaykh Hafidhullah Ta'ala mentions, he says, أَنَّ فِيهِ بَيَانَ حَالِ أَشْرَفِ الْخَلْقِ وَسِيرَتِهِ وَصِفَتِهِ. Included in the hadith or the sunnah of the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam is the clarification of the life and the condition of the most noble of creation, and his life story, his seerah, and his description. Let us stop here at the fifth point that the Shaykh Hafidhullah Ta'ala mentioned. He says, in ilm al-hadith, and learning ilm al-hadith, is a clarification of the life, the seerah, the biography, the background of the best of creation. How is this? Let's ask the question. What did the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam look like? What was his skin complexion like? How tall was he? What color was his hair? How long was his hair? What kind of clothes did he wear? What kind of food did he like to eat? What kind of drinks did he drink? How did he sleep? How did he wake up? What did he say when he woke up? What did he say when he went to sleep? How did he sleep? The Prophet ﷺ, did he snore when he slept? Did he sleep light? How was the Prophet ﷺ's lineage? How was his father, his grandfather? What tribe did he come from? What city was he from? Who were his wives? How many wives did he marry? When did he marry Khadija radiallahu anha? When did he marry Aisha? And so on and so forth. The Prophet ﷺ, how did he walk down the street? What kind of shoes did he wear? What was his favorite color? What was his favorite fruit? How did the Prophet ﷺ offer prayer? What did he say when he made salah? Did the Prophet ﷺ have a beard? What did his beard look like? Did he have gray hair when he died? How many gray hairs did he have? The Rasul ﷺ, when he fasted, what did he do when he fasted? How did he read the Quran? What did he break his fast on? Did he eat dates? Did he drink water? Did he eat food? When the Rasul ﷺ, when he made Hajj, what did he do? How did he make Hajj? Who was with him when he made Hajj? How many of his wives did he take with him when he made Hajj? What animals did he slaughter when he made Hajj? The Rasul ﷺ, how did he go about his life, his daily life, when he woke up until the time of going to sleep? How did he do it? If one asked you this question, what would your answer be? Your answer would be Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Sunan Abi Dawood, Al-Jami' al-Tirmidhi, Musnad Imam Ahmad, Sunan Ibn Majah, and so on and so forth, Sunan al-Darimi, Muwatta Imam Malik, the books of Hadith. Those are the books which clarify and tell us the life of the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam and his seerah. How did he live in Mecca? When was this verse sent down? It's only in the Sunnah. When was this surah sent down? When did he make hijrah? Why did he make hijrah? How many times did he make hijrah? When did the companions go to Abyssinia? Who stayed there? Who died there? When did they come back? What was Najashi like? And so on and so on. His seerah is only in the Sunnah. So this is very clear what the Shaykh is saying. And his sifah. The Rasulullah, his face was like this. His hair was like that. His hands were like this. And so on and so forth. He wasn't that tall. He wasn't that short. He wasn't that light. He wasn't that dark. And so on and so forth. The Prophet ﷺ, how did he joke with his companions? Did he laugh? Did he never joke? How did he joke? Did he smile? And so on and so forth. How many children did he have? This is all in the Sunnah. And at this time, we'll mention some of the doubts, which are very unfortunate, that many Muslims have. And they say, what is the point of learning ilm al-hadith during this time? We're in the year 2011. We have computers. We have the internet. We have database. We have so many books. We have so many programs. This sheikh. What do we need? What do we need to study ilm al-hadith for? Khalas, the books of hadith are present. Ibn Hajar, rahimahullah ta'ala, Shaykh al-Albani, rahimahullah, and so on and so forth. We have the books. We don't need to study this is sahih, this is da'if, this person's a liar, he's trustworthy. That's a waste of time. The people are in need of fiqh. The people are in need of aqeedah. The people are in need of da'wah. There's no need to study the sunnah. It's a waste of time. And wallahi, this is a very sad statement that is said by many, many people. Some of these people are learnt, or quote, to be learnt people. Some people are ignorant, and they say this. And they totally disregard the science of hadith as if it's of no benefit. What are you studying for? Ilm al-hadith. Khalas. There's no need for ilm al-hadith anymore. How can you benefit from ilm al-hadith when you go back to your country, when you go back to America?